with head coach Ryan Craig. Coach, you always say home or road shouldn't matter. Your style of play should be the same. Nonetheless, this is the first game of a 6-game road trip, 6 games in 10 days. It is an anomaly. Does that get discussed at all?
Well, we want to get off on the right foot with the road trip, but no, I think we know how big a game this is. Tucson, we're tied with them in points, 2 games in hand on them. We play these guys 6 out of the last 19, so there's lots of, storylines coming into tonight, but we want to just make sure we're ready to start on time. Obviously, we're not happy with the results over the weekend versus Ontario, getting 1 out of 4 points, but our response onto this one, we'll be ready to go.
Team does have points in 8 of the last 10. That is a good run to go on, I imagine, leading into this stretch of hockey, where, as you mentioned, there are a lot of games against teams you're in the mix with for playoff positioning.
Well, every game is. I mean, we play, other than the 2 games where we go to Milwaukee and the 2 games at home against Texas, it's our division. So 4-point games each and every night, but that's good. That's good for us. What we've done in the last 10 games, collecting those points, is put ourselves in a position now where we control. We control how we can affect the standings each and every night. But in saying that, we're focused on just 1 game at a time.
We talked about this briefly the other night, but no penalty minutes on Sunday. It's just the second time in franchise history there have been no penalty minutes in a game for the Silver Knights. How much of that has been discipline, and then also how much of that has been just how much you guys have been carrying play of late?
Well, we did have the puck for a majority probably of the game, last game. We still have to get inside and create something off of that. Puck possession's great, but we were trailing the game, and Ontario did a real good job of protecting the inside. As for discipline, when you have the puck, you don't usually take penalties, so that's a good thing. But our checking habits have gotten better. Our stick detail, we're moving our feet, our reloads, our gaps. We're putting ourselves in good position. Hopefully that continues tonight.
I don't have the numbers, so if I'm way off, I apologize. But to the naked eye, it feels like face-off play has been a strong point of late. How much does that contribute to both winning draws and what you guys have done off of face-offs and the way you guys have been able to control possession?
Well, we have 4 good centermen. We spent some time on it through the year. I think our guys have become more comfortable. We're a good team in the O-zone when we play off the face-off and play off the shot. In our end, on the same page, our support races, playing a direct game, getting the puck going. The details of that are something that we'll always continue to harp on. They're important. It's the first 50-50 battle of the night and to start play. So that's important for us that we're involved in that and we're creating those opportunities.
Points in 9 of the last 10 for Trevor Connolly. Since the hat trick, it's been a pretty nice tear, but overall a strong rookie season. Has it seemed in the last few weeks, are things maybe slowing down for a young player?
Well, I look at the game in Ontario, the overtime period. He took 2 pucks to the net right across the crease. The second shift in overtime, from our end, he wins a puck battle high in the D zone, drives it with a guy all the way to the net, over 100 feet with somebody on his back. So you can see the strength is coming for him, the confidence in his game. Makes a great play on the 6-on-5 that Friday night in Ontario, winning a wall battle, then getting to the interior of the ice. So offensively, I think he's feeling it. He's had the puck a lot. I think Kai's been a real good center for him in that scenario. Is a bit of a bull there, a guy that can play heavy through the middle of the ice and below the top of the circles. And then defensively, I think Trevor's game has taken a step. The details, he's put himself in good position. He's understanding what he needs to do to get the puck back or help defend, and he's done a good job of that.
As you mentioned, a lot of hockey to come against the Roadrunners. That's because you've only seen them twice. It was in mid-January. What do you anticipate? What's important to focus on for success tonight?
Well, they're a good hockey team. They're a forechecking team. They want to play below the goal line. We don't want to give them free offense in the sense of we want to manage the puck through the neutral zone, make sure we're willing to play behind them. They're a team that generates offense from below the goal line, below the hash marks, with either pucks going to the net or to the slot. So we'll have to do a good job with our defending there. But that's all stuff that we talk about with whatever team we face. But it's going to be a real good challenge for us against a desperate team just like us.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.
With Mitch McLain. Mitch, a important part of the season, under 20 games remaining now in the midst of a playoff race, and it's 6 road games in 10 days coming up. That's a challenging stretch. How do you guys embrace that challenge starting tonight?
Yeah, I think road hockey's a good opportunity for us just kind of to be together and just to focus on what we're doing. I'm sure guys want to be home with their families and loved ones and other responsibilities, but when we're here and we're on this road trip, it's a good time for us just to kind of focus on what we're doing.
How good is it for this group heading into a stretch that is unique, that you have points in 8 of the last 10. You're coming into this stretch on a pretty good run.
Yeah, I think we're doing a lot of good things. We're playing in a lot of tight checking hockey games. You can see how important special teams is. You might just get 1 or 2 a night, and it's kind of something that changes the flow of the game for you maybe, and that's playoff hockey, honestly. So it's preparing us, and we just need to take the next step tonight.
As you mentioned, the last couple of games, especially against a first-place team in Ontario, did feel playoff-like in style. Do you expect the games the rest of the way to kind of become a little bit more tight lockdown?
Yeah, our division's been close all season, right? And the teams that we're going to be playing here are all teams trying to get in and push for that 7th spot. And guys in 7th are trying to push up, right? So it's good opportunities. Everyone's going to get your best game every night here, and we just got to be ready to go.
With the results you guys have had of late, talking to Coach Craig, he said there were stretches during the season where you guys were playing well. You just weren't being rewarded with points as regularly as you feel you should be. But systematically, things have been so clean of late. Is there a point in the season where everything kind of falls into place or clicks, and is that where you guys are right now?
Yeah, that's your hope. I think every team's hoping towards the end of the year they start to really dial it in, and the system starts making itself out. You see after the trade deadline the rosters kind of fill out and people kind of fall into their roles and their places, and you can tell the game's starting to mean a little more. I mean, they're all worth 2 points at the beginning of the year, but at the end of the year here you can start to see the squeeze, and that's really important. And if you got a stated structure to win games, that's what it takes.
There's going to be a lot of Tucson down the stretch, but there hasn't been thus far. We only played them twice, and it was back in January. What do you guys plan for, anticipate tonight? They're
a hard team. They're a physical team. They play hard. They track. They do everything the right way. So we have to be ready to do things the right way, and they're going to be hard games.
Thanks, Mitch.
Yeah, thanks.